Mic is straight. Everything is straight. Okay. I'm looking really excited, I'm not gonna lie. It looks like they used like for the haircut. It kind of looks like the Marvel Rivals haircut they had for Hulk. Kind of like it, I guess. I wouldn't bet if they just went normal, like what they did for the Now my favorite Hulk design is definitely 2011 Hulk, the Incredible Hulk. I mean, it was 2008 actually. 2008 Hulk. This was definitely the coolest Hulk design ever. Not that I really know much about. Only comic, only Hulk comic I've ever read, I think, was Worldbreaker Hulk, and I saw he threw hands with the Sentry. But aside from that, that's the strongest Hulk comic I've ever read. I have watched a lot of Godzilla though. I don't know if it's. I don't know what kind of feats Hulk has, but if it's like if he has to fight like Godzilla Earth, I don't know how that's supposed to work. I'm not gonna lie. Hold on. The thing starts in 12 minutes. What's like Hulk's greatest feat? Okay. Started a powerful corporation. That is nothing. Wait, is this really the weakest Hulk? Pulverize a plant-sized asteroid. That's nothing compared to Godzilla. Help destroy universe. Red Hulk never held back. Blah 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 blah. I'm not gonna lie. I may be a little. I think Godzilla's definitely solar system level, so I don't know about if planetary is really anything, to be honest. Let's look up what's Godzilla's greatest feat. Godzilla's atomic blah 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 is capable of reaching Hollow Earth with a single blast. Okay, that's not that. I'm not talking about movie Godzilla. I'm not talking about movie Godzilla. Now let's ask AI because this is annoying. I actually hate Google. Ooh. Hold on. Hold on. Anyways, what is Godzilla's greatest feat? Godzilla's greatest feat depends on which version of the King of Monsters you're talking about, but across many incarnations, some moments stand out as truly legendary. Let's break it down. A few jaw-dropping accomplishments that have cemented this status as a kaiju god. Defeating, huh? It wasn't Superman 10 million, so it doesn't really count. Atomic breath pulverizes ice storms. That's tough. Planet busting potential, obviously. So having okay. Their mom. Okay, hold on. What is Godzilla Earth's greatest feat? Godzilla Earth's greatest feat is arguably one of the most absurdly powerful moments in kaiju history. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, okay. Yeah. He is the largest Godzilla ever. Like, did y'all see how huge they made Godzilla Earth? Like they made him huge. Like you can't really see from here, but yeah, he is the biggest incarnation of Godzilla. That thing looks insane. Do size comparison. He's bigger than Aaron's founding Titan form. That's actually crazy. Like, look how small Shin Godzilla like compares to him. Wow. Anywho, hit storage yet? Nope. Still got 12 more Mitiosos left. Yeah, I know a lot of people are gonna be really, really angry if Godzilla wins. 'Cause I know there's a lot of Hulk fans who think Hulk's gonna win. What's the strongest version of Hulk? I still haven't figured that out. Space Punisher Hulk. He's defeated multiple Watchers. Titan Hulk, World Breaker Hulk. I knew that one. Immortal Hulk. Breaker of World Hulk. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, this doesn't. I don't think I can believe AI on this stuff, to be honest. I think World Breaker Hulk is definitely probably the strongest Hulk. Um, 10 minutes left. Who are you rooting for? Not gonna lie, I'm a Godzilla fan. I'm definitely gonna go Godzilla. Looks like I'm not the only one. 63, 62. Oh no, Hulk's climbing. Hulk's climbing. See? Got some Godzilla fans up in here. 5 minutes for who? It says 10 minutes left right there. Wait, am I? I think I have to reload. Oh yeah, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I know this is gonna be a banger. I'm not gonna lie. I doubt it's gonna be better than the Deku vs. Miles Morales fight, but it definitely looks like a banger. Yeah, I got my money on Gojira. I'm not gonna lie. I got my money on Gojira. Yeah, Death Battle dumps a lot of money into these fights. Um, someone in the comment sections of my last Death Battle live stream, they told me that they put about $15,000 into the animations, and the animations are just like what, like 5 minutes. So including the money they spent for the songs, because for each individual death battle they have their own songs made for it. So there's definitely a lot of money that goes. Whoever wins, Earth and its inhabitants will likely not survive. That's actually funny. This will be heat. No matter who wins, tomorrow, Hulk and Godzilla are technically friends. I'm betting on Hulk. Who else is here? Obviously. Man, they really got Godzilla to play with himself in this episode. That just shows the dedication they have. Monsters are tragic beings. They are born too tall, too strong, too heavy. They are not evil by choice. That is their tragedy. They do not attack people because they want to, but because of their size and strength. Mankind has no other choice but to defend himself. After several stories such as this, people end up having a kind of affection for the monsters. They end up caring about them. Ishio Honda. Oh, isn't he the creator of Godzilla? Maybe I'm tripping. He's not. Who knows? Let me look it up. Ishiro Honda. Yep, creator of Godzilla. Knew I recognized that name. Wait, I think he directed it actually. Can't believe anything you say for Wikipedia. Who created Godzilla? Tomoyuki Tanaka was a Japanese. No, who came up with the idea? No, his name is Tanaka. Tomoyuki Tanaka. Interesting. Okay, couple more minutes left. I actually really want Godzilla to win a lot. You have no idea. Oh my god, 60 seconds. Come on. It's been 60 seconds, bro. Come on, start. Yeah, everyone's also super anxious for this. Yeah, like what, like 1,000 people up in here? 5,000. That's actually insane. Not gonna lie, Death Battle has not been doing Hulk that nice. If I remember, this isn't the first Death Battle they've made based off of Hulk, I think. Hulk Death Battle. I think they've used a couple more. Yeah, they made him fight Doomsday. Who won this one? Oh, let's look. Was it Hulk or Doomsday? Oh, nope. Hulk got destroyed. Hulk got destroyed. Hulk got destroyed. And he fought Broly, and if I remember correctly, he also got destroyed by Broly. I didn't watch this DBX. Did they hoe him again? Oh, well, Godzilla, I mean, not Godzilla, Hulk is 1 for 2, I guess. Okay. Oh, come on. Is the 2-minute delay really necessary? Bro just spoiled me. Yo, what's up, Pogger? How's your day going, bro? Yeah, I really hope. Yeah, it's going fine. I'm really excited for this one. I really hope they don't hold Godzilla. I'm gonna be really mad if they hold Godzilla. But they've been cooking. Like the last 5 death battles. Hold on. Like the last 5. Hold on. This was peak. This was kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie. This has to be my favorite death battle. I'm not gonna lie. My favorite death battle. I'm a really big Gurren Lagann fan, so I really like that one. This I hated it because it was just such an unfair matchup. It was okay. I liked it a lot. This was fun. I liked it. No, this kind of made me mad because I do feel like Ashura should have won that. What else? This will forever make me mad. I do not believe that I just believe it's not a fair matchup, to be honest, because there's a million iterations of Superman, each one more broken than the next. So it's not exactly a fair matchup if you're going against a guy with literally basically just one iteration. So this death battle made absolutely no sense because Jurno's ability is that he's able to reverse any bad intent that comes at him to 0. So the fact that Joker was still able to kill him doesn't exactly make too much sense. I'm not gonna lie. Joker should not have been able to kill Jorno. Alucard vs. Dio, that was a good fight. That was a really good fight. Joker vs. Sweet Tooth, I watched this one years ago. I guess they're just reposting stuff, huh? This made me unbelievably mad. Omni-Man cannot beat Bardock. 37 seconds. This was a great fight. I liked it a lot. I don't remember who won this one. Oh yeah, Iron Man won by in the stupidest way ever. I don't think that was a good fight. I definitely think that Batman with prep time easily beats Iron Man. Okay. Finally. Oh my god. Okay. No. Oh, I thought they were gonna go straight to the fight for a second without the explanation.
Godzilla. Marvel's Green Goliath against the king of the monsters.
Bro, this animation looks great.
Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win
a death battle. The surface we all have to control.
What is the Hulk? Is he man? Is he monster? Or is he both?
He's a mean green smashing machine, the angry son of the Gamma Bomb.
A weapon designed by the greatest gamma scientist of all, Dr. Robert Bruce Banner.
But just before it went off, Bruce had to be a hero and save some dumb schmuck who was hanging around the test site. Damn it, Rick.
That day,
I thought
Bruce
he fell
Banner
into
died.
a pool of gamma radiation.
Incredible Hulk, a pissed-off giant who must be really glad Bruce wears the purple stretch fit.
Standing 8 feet tall and stronger than 10 million men, the Hulk emerges when Banner's anger flares.
Don't make him angry. You won't like him when he's angry.
But it's even more complex than that. Banner suffers from dissociative identity disorder, with many different Hulks embodying alternate personalities.
Like Joe Fixit, the original Grey Hulk. He's a cunning gangster and the only Hulk who's got that drip.
The Devil Hulk is a violent, overprotective personality that Banner unintentionally manifested as a result of his father's abuse.
Holy shit! Somebody actually drew this?
But the Hulk everyone knows, the big guy, is known as Savage Hulk.
1400, oh my god, that's 1,400 pounds. It's insane.
The angrier he is, the stronger he gets, with no limit.
Except for one, Bruce Banner. See, Banner's relationship with the Hulk is complicated.
Oh, they hate each other.
Mostly. Occasionally, they can come to an understanding. The alter best representing this would be the Professor Hulk, a balanced blend of Banner's brain and the Hulk's brawn.
The buffest nerd you'll ever meet. But what about when Bruce takes a step back? If he isn't trying to restrain the Hulk, what do you get?
The Green Scar.
Generation, manipulation, rapid regeneration, reactive adaptation, super genius, intelligence boost, super speed, super strength.
With the personality and cunning of a warlord, the Green Scar is no mere superhero. He's a king and a conqueror.
Hulk is strong enough to lift 150 billion tons of
That's
rock,
insane.
jump from New Mexico
That's
to Florida
insane.
in a single bound, and shake all the
100 billion
dimensions
tons? 1
connected by
ton
the
is 1,000
crossroads
pounds.
at once. He was pinned down by the spear of Proxima Midnight, which holds the weight of a star, and was fine. And when we say world breaker, we mean it. While sparring with Red She-Hulk, the two of them shattered a whole planet.
At one point, he was bound in chains forged from the essence of the first firmament, the manifestation of the first universe, which could bind eternity itself. Not even Galactus was capable of saving eternity alone, and the Hulk just broke it.
That's insane.
Maybe Thor should rethink calling himself the strongest Avenger, especially since the Avengers first assembled because none of them could take down Hulk on their own.
Speaking of Thor, the Hulk consistently battles on par with him, even when he held the Odin Force, with which he could command his hammer through infinite distances and match the power of Null, who killed countless Celestials. Even without it,
Null
Mjolnir
did
can
rip
cross the
apart
universe
Sentry.
in seconds.
Hulk tore a universe apart with just a clap. Good luck with that, Hammer Man. But the green guy's got way more going on than just brute strength.
As the Hulk's power stems from gamma, he can utilize and absorb it and other radiation
Escape
in
battle
various
pods,
ways.
Yeah, like
lifted
regenerating from
150
fatal
billion
wounds.
tons of
Even
rock,
getting ripped
overpowered
apart
one
by
below all.
Wolverine barely slows him down.
And the angrier he gets, the more regenerating cells his body produces.
It gets weirder. Did you know that if he absorbs enough gamma, he can shoot lasers from his eyes?
That's
and
insane.
read people's minds? Oh, also, he can see ghosts and give him a good old-fashioned Hulk smash.
Hulk can break through the boundaries of comic book borders themselves into the empty white between panels, a gutter space beyond time and concept.
Okay, y'all cannot
Like
use
how
this as a
She-Hulk
feat.
can, for some reason, break the fourth wall and talk to
Y'all
the reader.
cannot use
Oh,
this as a
wait, that makes
feat,
sense
bro.
now.
Come
It's
on.
all gamma.
Exactly. In real life, gamma rays are electromagnetic radiation similar to X-rays.
But in Marvel Comics, gamma comes from hell.
On Earth 616, gamma radiation is an electromagnetic frequency that can manifest as either a wave, a particle, or something else. Something that nobody really understands.
Except for Bruce.
That's right. Dr. Banner is a certified genius with 7 PhDs. According to Norman Osborn, he's the 4th smartest person on the planet.
And that's comparing him to big brains like Reed, Doom, and Tony.
Banner built the Collider Synchrotron, a machine that can scan the entire multiverse with the speed of a hypermind. He created the Gamma Core, which could rupture space-time between universes. He built an interstellar radio on a deserted planet without any pre-established technology.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm
He
starting to
wired
lose
Hulk
my
like a
faith in
starship,
Godzilla.
piloting him from the mindscape within. He even built an ultimate nullifier. In fact, the original intent of his Gamma Bomb was to be non-lethal, only targeting inorganic material.
But Thunderbolt Ross wanted something with a bit more boom. They can't blame him.
Fearing its ramifications, Banner developed the Gamma Bomb on his own, keeping its design secret. In the process, he tapped into an unknown form of gamma energy that breaks down reality and mutates it beyond actuality. On that fateful day, he opened the Green Door.
You know how we said the bomb killed Bruce? That wasn't some flowery metaphor or whatever. He died and came back as Hulk.
Came back from the below place, the hell beneath hell, the lowest possible dimension of reality.
It's trippy, but
Yeah, I had
whenever
no
Hulk
idea
dies, he
about
goes
any
there.
of these,
Then a
of
green
any of
door
this.
opens and he goes back to where he was before. Easy as that. It doesn't matter if he's been atomized, sliced up into jars, or digested by werewolves. If he goes through the door, he's back, ready to rumble. The green door did get locked into a red door, but he's easily broken through it multiple times. Not a problem.
I mean,
That third form of gamma,
lore
this
accurate Godzilla
anomaly
did
from
beat
the
Zeus,
bedrock
so
of
I still
hell
kind of have some
spawns
faith.
from none other than the one below all, the dark side of the one above all.
That's right. God has a Hulk, and it wants Bruce to bring about the end of all things. But Hulk just said, nah.
So, what is the Hulk? An uncontrollable monster? A prison for a tortured soul? A super weapon for Armageddon?
Don't overthink it, Wiz. Hulk is Hulk, and Hulk's the strongest one there is.
Well, I had no idea that he was an eldritch god. So is the son of a Tom Bong. He's a nightmare created out of the darkness, out of the human soul. He's the beast of the apocalypse.
The year was 1946. The press gathered at Bikini Atoll to witness the power of the nuclear bomb. But many leagues beneath their feet, something ancient stirred.
Godzilla, the king
Godzilla
of
has
the
won
monsters.
pretty much
He
every
was
death
pretty
battle they
pissed
put him in.
off over the worst
I know he
breakup
beat,
ever, so he swam to Japan
Gamera.
for one hell of a crash out.
Japan was still recovering from the war, so seeing this mutilated radioactive monster towering high like a mushroom cloud wasn't just frightening, it seemed prophetic. The bomb was just the beginning. Man had sparked the end of times.
Complete with googly eyes and the most epic roar ever.
I love it so much.
Over the years, there have been many iterations of the beast.
Between movies, TV, comics, and cartoons, there's at least 27 different Godzillas stomping around, not including Manila. The
And there's a
Scrappy
million
Doo of
different
kaiju.
Hulks.
Sorry, that's insulting to Scrappy Doo.
Despite the variety, Godzilla is somewhat consistent.
165
so we'll examine his
feet.
entire history. Focusing on
minimum
the larger releases.
weight to
In
oh
most iterations,
this is
Godzilla
like
a
literally
rare
like these
theropod that
these
lived
stats right here are
dormant
like
for
these
millions of years
smallest
before nuclear bombs
Godzillas.
mutated it into a gargantuan radioactive monster.
Standing 165 feet tall, at minimum, Goji smashes through
Bro,
skyscrapers with ease. He's so casual about bullets and
Godzilla
rockets, they
Earth
might
is
as well be
literally
gnats.
much
And the
bigger, at
bomb
least
did
100,000
so much
feet.
more than just pump up his size. He's got atomic breath.
A concentrated beam or spray of radioactive heat. With an estimated range of 1,100 miles, it can exceed
That's crazy.
500,000 degrees Celsius, almost 90 times hotter than the surface of the sun.
But depending on how much radiation he's absorbed, or life energy from a giant pterodactyl, he can do way more
That's
with
insane.
His red spiral ray is a supercharged version that doubles in heat and power, and spins.
it. Or he can blast it out of his back and fly. Well, he could.
Yeah,
always
he's
do that,
he's
I
a lot
guess.
more
Look
agile
him
than he
go.
looks,
With
that's
enough
for sure.
energy built up, Godzilla
He's
can
also
blast
really
a
fast,
nuclear
too.
pulse out of his whole body, creating a massive wave of atomic destruction.
His breathing laser can even break through dimensions, like when he found himself face to face with a giant mech piloted by Hatsune Miku.
There's
Oh, that's
also
interesting.
a number of era-exclusive powers.
That's interesting.
Shin Godzilla can fire rays from his tail.
And Hanna-Barbera Godzilla can fire rays from his eyes. Pew, pew.
Effectively a living nuclear reactor, Shin possesses a natural phased array radar that can detect and attack.
Are they gonna
threats
use
automatically.
are they gonna
And
try to
Godzilla who grew
put
over
the stats
1,000 feet
together with
tall
Shin?
across 2,000 years,
This is the
make
one
a
I was talking
barrier
about.
only penetrable by kaiju that can bypass.
This is the
And
strongest
don't
version of
forget,
Godzilla that I
Big
know,
G can
Godzilla
ball
Earth.
with the best of them. After Charles Barkley got him his own pair of Nikes, Godzilla got busy.
You know, it's kind of hard to emphasize just how
That's actually
impressive
funny.
and terrifying Godzilla can be when you're bringing up this sort of thing.
Oh yeah? Why don't you find a better spokesperson for Dr. Pepper? Fine, let's talk about when his presence boiled the entire Arctic Ocean. Or
That's
how he
crazy.
picked up and threw Biolante, which weighed 200,000 tons. Or when he no-sold not one, not two, but 3 meteors.
Including the Permian period extinction event that happened about 200 million years ago.
Then he went to hell, fought some fucked up
This-
versions of God.
yeah,
and
he
Satan,
did
and atomic
beat God
breath
and the
and
devil in
Space
the comics.
Godzilla so hard that he blew up the whole planet. That's scary enough for you? God, I want a Dr. Pepper.
With such awesome might, he's battled the most dangerous of foes, like King Ghidorah and Gigan. In Godzilla vs. Megalon, Gigan flew from the M Hunter Nebula to Earth in 24 seconds, and that nebula is 30,000 light years away.
But sadly, OG Goji got done in by the cruelest weapon ever.
The Oxygen Destroyer. Developed in secret by Dr. Serizawa, this weapon could suffocate and liquefy molecules. The ramifications of such a weapon were so detrimental, Serizawa took the secrets of its design to his early grave.
He got lucky. It doesn't matter what you throw at Godzilla. He never really dies. You can blow off his head, explode him from the inside, or crush him in a black hole. Then he'll come back.
Or evolve into an even more powerful form. Godzilla's always possessed heightened adaptation, but many iterations clearly showcase instantaneous evolution.
And super forms. He's gone full shonen and powered up a few times. So much so, he almost kicked off a nuclear winter just by existing.
Even the Oxygen Destroyer could not permanently end the first Godzilla. His ghost possessed a robot, his bones summoned another Godzilla, and he rose as an undead revenant hell-bent on destroying Japan.
That's
Okay,
amazing.
Why Japan? Couldn't he pick on some other country?
He stomped around the Americas a few times.
No,
but just
no,
isn't
that
safe.
guy actually said
Godzilla
that in a
is
movie.
intrinsically linked with Japan, a symbol of both their devastation and resilience. A reminder of the threat of nuclear war and what awaits those who peer too deeply into the unknown. But also, Japan's in Godzilla's perceived territory. To him, a stomping through Osaka is just another patrol.
He's not always so bad, though. He can be super protective,
United
defending other
Earth with
monsters,
Space
his own
Godzilla
kid,
consistently
and
masking
sometimes
speeds,
even
destroy
people. I'd say
universe
there's
via
two
singular
types of
points,
Godzillas, the monster of
survived
nature's
multiple
wrath,
black
and the
holes,
guardian of
tanked a
planet Earth.
planet-busting
Well, there
meteor.
is a third type, but to understand that, we should first answer a question. How does Godzilla walk?
On 2 legs, Wiz, obviously.
But according to Square Cube law, those legs should be crushed under his own weight.
Oh god, here we go again.
A creature like Godzilla cannot realistically exist. This proved to be an elusive question for decades, even highlighted in Shin Godzilla, until a new theory was presented in the anime Singular Point. If Godzilla can't exist in our reality, what if he's from a different one?
What? Like he's an alien from another dimension?
Exactly! What if all kaiju come from a higher plane of existence with no regard for the known laws of physics? This dimension enters our reality in the form of archetype, a transtemporal conceptual particle.
It's that red dust that's floating all over the place.
This archetype can enter any timeline to terraform the Earth and all of reality.
That's
so that
actually a
kaiju
good
can
theory.
exist.
I like it a lot.
This theoretically explains why various Godzillas appear in so many universes. They all trace back to one singular point: Godzilla Ultima.
Sporting the wide grin of a demonic
That
Oni,
looks so cool.
Ultima is vicious. Just walking through Tokyo started 1,000 earthquakes around Japan.
That looks
Even
so
his own
cool.
blood is a weapon.
Over 300 feet tall and growing ever more as archetype distorts the universe, Ultima's existence implies a far more complex origin for all Godzillas. Godzilla is a test for humanity, a challenge
so
laid out by an
cool.
eldritch entity from a dimension we are incapable of perceiving or comprehending.
It's kind of like how when we move an object and its shadow changes, we get why that happened. But to someone who exists in only a 2D plane, the shadow looks like it just randomly transformed into something totally different. Crazy to think about. Come a really long
That's
way
actually
from
really
Big
hard to
Lizard Smash
comprehend.
Building, huh?
This shadow, this wannabe god, desires to play with and destroy every single universe.
And Godzilla is its avatar.
Through Ultima, this entity sees the universe as an interactable fiction and can control causality. Ultima himself is a singular point, one of many gateways through which the entity can tamper with reality.
Think of it this way. If something happens that the entity doesn't like, it can just say, that thing didn't actually happen, and presto, it no longer happened.
That's
Yeah,
not
I
to
think
say such
Godzilla's
an
winning
event
this.
Can't happen in the moment of occurrence, but the entity disconnects cause and effect and nullifies events in retrospect without regard for time.
And now my head hurts. TLDR, Ultima tried to bring about a catastrophe that would end the universe in like a week's time. So, a wacky robot and a time-traveling Alexa used a supercomputer and this familiar-looking doohickey
The orthogonal diagonalizer.
to zap all of Archetype into its final form, cutting
Yo, what's
out
up,
the
Gab?
entity's connection to the universe.
But not killing it. Because while each Godzilla has its differences, one thing remains certain.
Godzilla is immortal, and that makes him the king.
So if they're both immortal, then how is one of them supposed to win?
Look at the skulls, gaze into their eyes. Now you are completely hypnotized.
I'm not buying this shirt, bro.
You've fallen into my
Respectfully.
evil trap. I order you right now. Go to deathbattle.gg.
Wiz, it didn't work.
Looks like a cool
They're
shirt, but I'm
still
not
here.
buying it.
What? No, Boomstick, this is terrible. How can I get them to go to the Death Battle website?
Just tell them about all the cool Death Battle stuff they'll find.
Okay,
Like
now
a
I
bunch
would
of
get that.
exclusive merch, every episode ever, even ones not on YouTube, and a bunch of behind-the-scenes goodies. So how about it, guys? Go to www.deathbattle.gg.
They have episodes on
All right,
YouTube.
you heard them. Don't make a liar out of Boomstick. Go to deathbattle.gg.
That's interesting.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Okay, finally. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Godzilla has reached the city. So far, the evacuation is... Wait, look!
I like the design they used for Godzilla a lot. Ooh. Oh, that's not what you want to do. That's not what you want to do.
All right, Hulk. Time for me to take over. We don't want any trouble.
No! Hulk stays!
Oh, he just broke his... Oh, that means nothing to Godzilla. You're fried. You're fried. You're fried. Eat that. Eat that.
You think you're strong? I scar the
Ooh. Oh. 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 No, get up, Godzilla. Get up, get up. Yeah. Eat that. Eat that. Oh no.
Stupid lizard.
No, this isn't the end. Yeah. Not fair. Not fair. Technically, Hulk just lost there. I'm saying right there, Hulk just lost. Hulk just lost right there. So either way,
I think I understand.
if Hulk beats him right now, it doesn't matter because Hulk just lost. Oh, that form looks so cool. That Godzilla form looks so cool.
It's been days since the battle began, and the red dust is spreading. Godzilla has grown in size, but we believe we are.
Oh, that's horrifying.
How does it work?
Well,
Oh, that is so cheating. That's actually cheating, I'm not gonna lie.
million, trillion to one and rising. That's the odds.
That's cheating.
Chance to nullify the madness behind the monster.
That's so stupid. Nah, this is not a this isn't a fair
Is
fight.
80 degrees. This element is beyond what we can perceive.
This is not a fair fight. This isn't a death battle.
1,000 times.
He's dying over and over again. He lost. This isn't fair.
Trillion. I just need one.
No, no. This is so stupid. This is so stupid. No. 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 Oh my god. Oh my god. No, this is so stupid. That was not a fair
We
fight.
did it, big guy.
Godzilla won that.
We did it.
No. No.
KO! Okay,
Nah.
run this by me. What happened?
It's
That was
complicated,
so
let's break
dumb.
this down into 3 categories. First up, power.
That was
Most versions
so
of Godzilla
dumb.
Can shrug off black holes and extinction level events.
Like,
Tag beyond
what?
light speed foes
You're
like
telling
Gigan
me he
or
died a
planet.
trillion
However,
times?
The Hulk is beyond
That means he
that.
lost.
Big guy clapped the universe to bits and shook the infinite dimensions linked to
Dude,
the crossroads.
what?
In a straight fight with a classic Godzilla, 616
That
Hulk
was actually-
smashes the power advantage.
But factoring in Ultima changes things. The entity sees all of space-time and can manipulate its results at a whim. No matter how strong the Hulk got, Ultima could potentially negate it.
But Hulk broke chains made of the first firmament, which could overwhelm eternity.
Dude,
Abstract concept of a being not entirely unlike Ultima's entity.
Even
This
a
is-
small
that
piece
wasn't
of
a
the
death
first
battle.
firmament could break
That was
the
not a death
multiverse.
battle.
Plus, Hulk kept up with Odin Force Thor, who is
That
also
wasn't a
on
death battle.
celestial level of power.
So the gap in power becomes nebulous. Still, unless Hulk could remove
Literally,
Ultima from the
like-
equation, neither held a clear advantage in power and stats.
Especially when you look at their immortality.
This was practically a never-ending death loop. Even with their healing factors, both could technically kill each other, but then just come right back.
The green door instantly appears when Hulk goes to the below place, and the higher dimensional entity could always summon a replacement Godzilla avatar. So both Hulk and Godzilla could not stay dead.
Unless they could somehow prevent what was happening in those other dimensions. So let's examine the layers of their multiverses. Marvel's cosmos has infinite higher dimensions, which themselves
No,
are
this is
transcended by
dumb.
the astral plane, the superflow, and so on until you reach the House of Ideas, the domain of the one above all.
Since the one below all mirrors the one above all, the below place mirrors the House of Ideas. Get it?
In comparison, the cosmos of Godzilla's multiverse is just as vast and infinite, but does not have the same sort of transcending layers above and below. This means the below place, the Hulk's respawn point and source of power, is out of the entity's reach.
So the real question is, if they both can't die and Ultima's entity can't affect the below place, could Hulk somehow stop the entity before it destroyed the universe?
It all comes down to Gamma and Archetype. Ultima was defeated in the anime by using a trans-temporal superdimension calculator operating at infinite speeds to activate the orthogonal diagonalizer, turning Archetype against itself.
Ultima endlessly spews this stuff, so there's plenty to work with. And Hulk can reach into comic book
Oh my
gutter space,
God.
so he should be able to reach through a singular point. But that's not enough.
Fortunately for Hulk, it just so happens he knows someone who, like scientists who have defeated Godzilla in the past, is an expert on particles from a greater dimension that mutate reality beyond our understanding.
Who made a device with those particles that breaks space
Godzilla
time,
won that
like
fight.
the diagonalizer?
Godzilla won
Who
that
made
fight.
a supercomputer that scanned the infinite
Godzilla won
multiverse
that
with
fight.
the speed
That-
of a hypermind,
Godzilla won.
like the dimension calculator. Hell, the guy made an interstellar radio out of sticks and stones in a matter of days, and even built an ultimate nullifier. It's like he was made for this.
The Green Door
No.
waits for no Hulk, including Banner. Even if
Thanks.
Ultima's
It
catastrophe
does,
destroyed
bro.
the universe, the Door could deposit Banner in a different universe and he could continue the fight.
He had all the time in the infinite multiverse.
There was only one way this could end, and only one person who could make it so.
Even among gods and monsters, man was the ultimate
No.
weapon.
The winner is Bruce Banner.
They didn't
Next
cook with
time
this
on
one.
Death Battle.
No. That is gonna be good. Ruby Rose versus Soul Eater. That is actually gonna be versus Soul and Mock and bro. That is gonna be so good.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more
Ruby versus
Death Battle.
that's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. Telling you right now, my money's on Maka. Telling you right now, my money's on Maka.
Thanks for watching.
That is gonna be good. That is gonna be good. Ruby versus Maka. That is gonna be good. Now I'm waiting for that.
Subscribe and join.
I'm waiting for that. That's actually insane. That's Maka should 100% win that. I'm telling you right now, my money is on Maka. Oh my god. But yeah, in conclusion, this death battle, while it did look good, it was really stupid. I'm sorry. The fact that Godzilla killed him about 1 trillion times, and by some way, by some way somehow, Bruce Banner was able to craft what looked like an infinity gauntlet to punch him and kill. That made no sense to Godzilla win that fight. End of story. He overpowered him 1 trillion times.